Well, would you look at that? I found my long-lost brother. Just kidding, he can't be my brother. I'm much better looking than he is. Anyways, this guy's name is Rocky Ramos, or Ramos. I don't know, I'll just say Ramos. I mean, he looks pretty badass, not gonna lie. But that might just be because of the gun, because without it, he kinda just looks like one of those dads that thinks he's cool and hip but just ends up being embarrassing. Challenged with keeping his life in balance, Rocky Ramos is determined to fix his wrongs. Formerly a veteran, Rocky had to turn to a life of street gangs to aid his struggling livelihood for his family in San Francisco. Really? San Francisco? You really had to incorporate the word fur into it? Do people really think that furries would just name all of their cities after something related to animals as if it's fucking Zootopia? I just find it really cheesy and unnecessary. Just use San Francisco, buddy. After failing an important gang mission, Rocky becomes a threat and a target to the Rise gang? What? And his former boss, Rilo. But this action cost the life of Rocky's mother and led him to a painful family tragedy. So he got his own mother killed. Wow. I guess that just goes to show that if you play stupid games, you'll win stupid prizes! Now broken, Rocky relocates to the thriving city of Los Animales. Oh my god. Again with the stupid animal city names. I'm not even gonna get into it. It's just so stupid. Not everything has to be named after animals in the furry universe. A violent and brutal city ruled by the most vicious and deranged criminals in the world. Determined to make things right, Rocky takes up the mantle of a street vigilante where he encounters his best friends and vile, demented gangsters. Now Rocky will prove what it takes to take out the criminal demons in the city of animals. Well, goddamn, this guy just loves to get himself into deep shit, doesn't he? I mean, I guess it's a cool idea, him previously being a gang member, then becoming a vigilante and turning against them after his own stupid actions as a gang member got his own mom killed? Who knows? At least he's trying to compensate, you know? Even though compensation doesn't really bring his mom back from the dead, it's still something, I guess. So I would read off his entire personality, but that's just too much to sift through at once, so I'm just gonna condense it down to this. That's better. Rocky is slightly calm under pressure, able to keep a clear mind and work through problems systematically and with composure. He is often depicted as lighthearted, humorous, and full of wisecracking and dirty insults, especially in situations that can lead to his own death. Wow, what a smarty pants. Though sometimes there are moments where Rocky can be very dark. In his dark moments, Rocky can be easily enraged and is extremely aggressive and even very violent if set off. He is bitterly, even bitingly sarcastic, as well as exceedingly trigger-happy and very paranoid. Rocky doesn't hesitate in taking another life if he has to. Because of this, his family and close friends often see him as a cold-hearted monster. You know, his personality actually isn't all that bad. Except for the part where it says he's exceedingly trigger-happy and won't hesitate to kill someone if he needs to. Like, boy, did he even learn his lesson? I can just imagine this guy getting his entire family killed because he couldn't keep his gun holstered. It's just a bit contradictory because it says how much he regrets the death of his mother and how he wishes he could just wash all of his mistakes away, but by being a gang vigilante, he's really not getting any better. He's just digging himself and his family into a deeper hole by being actively against the gangs and trying to stop them, which is even weirder because according to this part of his personality, he's overprotective and wants to keep his family safe. With what you're doing right now, good luck with that, buddy. But what I'm getting from this is that he's a guy who's had a bad life and has made many mistakes. Yet obviously has not learned from them at all. Not a bad OC at all. Not at all. Just a bit more thinking should have gone into it. Not gonna lie, this guy's pretty cute. But let's see if his bio is as cute as his appearance. I guess if this is an OC, I guess I need a backstory for him. Why yes, Mr. Redundant. I guess you need a backstory for him. His name is Soul. He is a strong, wise wolf, but his past life has been tough. T-U-F-F. Tough puppy. He grew up in a poor family at first, with only a mother and a brother. His dad died in a war. Of course. Honestly, has there ever been an OC in existence that hasn't had a rough past? Those are very rare findings. Soul was named after the sun, so he can grow brighter than he was now. Okay, so he can grow brighter than he was now. Makes total sense. Soul's mother died when he was 13. Oh, so now his mom is dead too. My god, what is with all these dead parents? Apparently she died from depression. Did she kill herself, or did depression just kill her. I didn't know depression could just kill you. Actually, I'm not sure if it can. I don't think it can, or else a lot more depressed people would just die without explanation. The two brothers went to military. They didn't go to adoption because they didn't want to start new. They wanted to stay strong and handle it. Okay, so they went into the military because they wanted to stay strong and handle it rather than starting fresh? What does that even mean? You can't stay strong and handle it while also starting fresh? You need to go to war for that? Many years of military. Soul quit, but Aka? I don't know, stayed in the military to be a soliger. Soliger? Do you mean soldier? Soldier doesn't have a G, it has a D. And it pisses me off that you spelled it wrong twice in a row. How old are you? But the other brother didn't want to be a soliger for the rest of his life, or at least most of his life. In military! He wanted to have a more interesting life. SP, he chose to be an adventurer. He wanted to explore and discover, learn more about life. Wow, this person really needs to proofread. Okay, so this bio wasn't cute at all. It was terribly written, didn't make a whole lot of sense, kinda just lazily put together as if they made it up on the spot while uploading the drawing to DeviantArt and just typed it all out into the description. Absolutely no thought whatsoever. Like I said, the OC itself is cute, but the character description is just abysmal.
Hey, look what we have here, another edgelord. I always find myself sitting in silence when being directed to a weird-looking character. The first thing I really notice is the left ear, or their right ear. Like, it's blue, but the other ear is not blue. They also have no hands whatsoever. I wonder how they pick things up. Life must be pretty hard for this fucker. Also, again, no feet. Like, how are you standing right now? How are you standing right now? You legit have no feet. Art-wise, I'd say this is okay. This is pretty okay. You got a nice style going on right here. I mean, maybe you could make your character look a little less stereotypical, but I mean, I have no control over your ass. OC info. Gender, male. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell from first glance. That's a problem. I couldn't tell from first glance. Diseases, diabetes, and allergic. I didn't know allergic was a disease. I thought that was just an allergen. Personality, lazy, expected. Sometimes gets crazy, expected. Clumsy, expected. Sometimes don't care about the world but still care about friends, lol. Really? Are you serious? Is it one of these little turds, like freaking one of these edgy little turds who were like, oh man, I don't care about anything because the world's gonna end soon, so I don't have to be nice to anybody because it doesn't mean anything. The backstory, here's what I want. Well, his childhood was normal. What? You don't start a paragraph like that. I was an author for 2 years back in my day. That's not how you start a paragraph. When he was 5 years old, his granddad died from cancer. Okay, tragic backstory, nothing I haven't seen before. As he was 10 years old, he started doing digital art and animations. His mother and father divorced. What the fuck? I had to take a second glance at that. And has new dad, but he divorced too. What the fuck? What the fuck? How many? Your mom's a whore. When he have 14 years old, Are you Spanish? Is Spanish your first language? Because that's a Spanish way of stringing sentences together. When he had 14 years old, he was in a hospital because he started to get allergic tuberculosis. Okay, so why did you put allergies as an illness when you could have put tuberculosis as an illness? By the way, those are my info. Oh shit, I just called your mom a whore. Oh, fuck, I'm sorry. So, overall, this character, it outlines your real life, which actually is something I can respect. I find it respectable. I think that's chill. That's pretty chill. But why is it so stereotypical? It's like she's depressed, sad, she had a bad life. Every character has that. I already know. People are human. We all have these terrible things that happen to us. I don't need to know all the negative things. When you put a bunch of negative things, negative traits on a character, it makes the character look like an anti-Sue. You don't want an anti-Sue. Anti-Sues aren't interesting. There's a review.
I'd like to give a huge thanks to SPOCTOR Theory for being in this video. I suggest you go check out his channel and subscribe to him if you enjoy his content. I'd also like to take a moment to tell you guys that I've reopened my Patreon because I actually need it a lot more than I thought I was going to. Fuck my life, right? This time it's a little different. Now there's only one reward tier. If you donate $2 every month, I will add your name to the end screen of each and every video I make. If you decide to donate to me, thank you very much in advance. But if you don't worry. I still appreciate you just as much for even deciding to watch my videos, because seriously, I'd be fucking nowhere without you guys right now. But anyways, guys, this concludes our broadcast day. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, send some cringeworthy stuff and OCs to my DeviantArt, and if you haven't already, subscribe for more. See you guys next time.